Welcome back again to Apache Kafka series. In the previous video, we have looked into installing Zookeeper, standalone Zookeeper. Now we are going to continue with installing Zookeeper Ensemble. As I have explained previously, when you have more than one node of Zookeeper, they are called Ensemble, and with the Kafka, they are called cluster. So here in my screen, you can see that we have checked the status previously, and it is standalone. So now let's stop it. After stopping the Zookeeper, now we are going to change the configuration of the Zookeeper so that it can connect with other nodes and then become a cluster or an ensemble. So now previously we have created these three folders, Zookeeper 1 to 3, and we also created Zookeeper data. So now let's again look into Zookeeper 1 and then the config, the Zookeeper file, that config file we created. Here for now, still we are going to use the same data directory. The client port actually is the port that Kafka will use to connect to the Zookeeper. So it's for the first, for the node 1, it will still remain the same. The next thing we are going to do is to add the information of other servers the Zookeeper is going to connect to. So we are going to add like server 1, and then we give the hosts, for example, local host. Then we give the peer connection port. This is the port that the Zookeeper are going to use, the nodes are going to use to communicate with each other or to pair with each other. So in this case, let's say we give 27801 for the first node. Then we also give the leader election port. This is the port that the ensemble or the nodes are going to use to elect a leader. So let's say we give 3781. Then we also give the information of the second server. Then here the second server still, because we are installing on our local host, so we give 27 then 82 for second server, and then 3782 again for the peer port. The leader election port 82, and then also the this is the peer port and then the leader election port. And next we are going to look into for example server 3. Here we are also going to add our local host. Then we will give 2783 for the third server, and then 3783. These are ports that I'm just writing. I just gave the port. You can change the port numbers. And also with the server dot, let's say 1, 2, 3, these are IDs of the node. So we are going to also create an ID file in the data directory of each and every node. If you could remember, we create data directory like zk-1-data. These are the data directory for each node, and for the first node we have given the data directory here. So for the second node we are also going to give like 2, 3 for the third node, and this ID file are going to be created. A file will be created in each data directory with the ID of the server. So for this, let's continue. I will just save this here, and I will create another tab. Then from this tab, let me go into my tools directory. In here, I have my Zookeepers. So let me go to the second Zookeeper config file, make a copy of the Zookeeper sample file, and make it like Zookeeper CFG. Then let's edit the Zookeeper CFG file. And you can see here we are also going to just change the we are going to change the data directory to where we want it to be. Here I'm just given 2 the directories we created, and also because we are testing locally, it means that we cannot run more than one port or more than one application with the same port. In that case, we are going to change this client port for the second server or for the second node to be 2182. And then the third thing, we are also going to add the information of the servers. So we have previously added it here, so we are just going to copy and paste it in the second server. We don't have to change anything. And then these are the only things that are required for the second server. Then let's save it and then go for the third server or third node. And in this, I'm going to my tools directory again. Then go to the Zookeeper 3, the third node, and then into the CFG config file, config directory. Then make a copy of the zoo sample file to like zoo.cfg. And here we also have it. Then we make some changes to the configuration file. And now, as you can see, I have opened the third file now. Now we are just going to change the data directory, but I already have configurations that I copied from the previous config. Then I will also copy the data directory. Sorry, you have seen we even made a mistake here of the data directory. So let's fix it. And then let's copy the path again from here for the second server. Let's save this one again. And then go to the third node config. And we are going to change also the data directory here. So the third folder or to ZK3, and then also because we are testing locally the client port. So these are the configurations now that are actually needed. So we have finished with this config files. Let's close it and then configure or create the data my ID files. So I have configured this, also this, there is no problem here. So now in the Zookeeper data directory, or let me do it this way. In the Zookeeper data directory now, let's go this. Let's say, for example, Zookeeper data. Here we have our 3 data directory. So for the first node, we are going to add ZK, let's say we are going to give it ID 1 and then ZK1, then my ID, that's the name of the file. So we create 1, then we also for my data 2, and let's give it ID 2, then we create again. Then for the third node, we also add ID 3. So now if we are to see what is in the files, let's say for data 1, my ID file is created. You see we have ID 1, then for the 2 we have ID 2, and for the 3 we have ID 3. So let's now try to run our servers and see what will happen. So let's go back to our directory. We can see Zookeeper, then 1, then we have the ZK server script, is in the bin directory, then ZK server .sh, and then we can click on start. So now node 1 started. Then let's start node 2 again. Let's see node 2, then the second node, and let's see, okay, node 2 also started. Then now the third node, let's see also, okay, the third node started. So now we have started all the 3 nodes. So let's see now what are the status of this node. If we are to check node 1, let's see. Okay, you see node 1 is now a follower. Then let's continue and see who is the leader. For example, let's check for Zookeeper 3 or 2. And here you see Zookeeper 2 is the leader. Then it means Zookeeper 1, okay, the first node is also a follower. So you can see now we have all the 3 nodes running. and these 3 nodes are now Zookeeper Ensemble. And our Kafka client, our Kafka is going to connect to this Zookeepers, and it will be working with the Zookeepers. So next we are going to look into installing Kafka. Also, we will install one node, or we will configure one node, then we will configure the also Kafka cluster. So until then, I hope this also will benefit someone out there.